Well, hey everybody, I'm Paul. Welcome again to the channel. I want to start off by saying thanks so much, friends, for all the birthday wishes. It was very nice. I'm not having anything until the weekend. I think Saturday, just going to have a small get together. But it was really nice to get all the well wishes and to see some faces haven't seen for a long time. That's always super fun. So, it was last weekend when I went to Frankenmuth, and one of the cool things about Frankenmuth is they have just literally tons of these tiny little stores. And I like going through them, and I haven't gotten into too many of them because it seems like we're always like we were, trying to see all the ice sculptures before they melted. But anyways, went in one and I spied something from, and it's like, I don't know anymore. It's like when I see something from my childhood, it's like, oh, I gotta see that. Let me check that out. Like the other day I was walking through the mall and they were selling the army guys, like those little plastic army guys. I haven't seen those forever. Just the same like exact ones, the bazooka guy and all the different they were made just like in the old days. I didn't buy them, but it was just cool to see them. But anyways, went through one of the stores and spied some of these. These were something all the kids, all us guys anyway, when I'm talking like 8 years old, 10 years old or something, we like to have cinnamon toothpicks. We thought that was pretty cool. So I don't know if this was the same brand. I can't hardly remember. This is called Cinnapicks Old Fashioned Cinnamon Toothpicks. It says freshen your breath. I don't know if I'd use them for that. I don't know why we had it. It was just like a novelty thing. It says feel the heat. Sugar-free, 0 calories. Curb the urge. Oh, so people probably, like if you get hungry, pop one of these in instead of a snack or something. That might be. And I don't remember what they cost. You get about 15 toothpicks in here. And it says made with natural and artificial flavors. And product of SP Enterprises in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, anyways, let's see if I can show these. Focus. Without my glasses, I can't see if it focused or not. So let me turn to these, and we'll see. Let's see what it's like. Oh wow, the smell really hits you. Yeah, I remember in Elm Park. Back then, you had a little corner store, and it was little. It had the old kind of wood floor, and the guy's name, I guess he's long. It was called Casper's, best as I remember, Casper's. And he was an old timer and, typical storekeeper. He watched us kids like a hawk, Well, he had to. The kids probably rob him blind. Not that I didn't, but he had like, well, one thing we liked, I don't remember if you guys, I don't know if you guys will remember, or probably just us poor kids or something did these silly things, but we'd have these like silly fights. It was pea shooters, and it was a oversized like straw, but it was like harder plastic or something. Anyways, and then you could buy a bag of these hard peas, hard round green peas, and you'd put a bunch in your mouth and you put the straw and you could go, you could do one, you could do a machine gun, and shoot at your buddies. And we had a great time. We'd get those up at Casper's and cinnamon toothpicks, and those were the days. It was it must have been over on Keppen and Allen Road, maybe. Right on Allen Road. Could walk to it. Of course, we'd always walk to Thunderbolt. People downriver, they know what I'm talking about. These are good. I'm thinking they may be a little more mild. Or, when you're young, I think your taste buds are more sensitive. But these have a good flavor. I don't know why we just thought that was so cool, I have a cinnamon hot toothpick. It's nice. So, I just thinking back about growing up. I remember, do you guys remember when it was a gum? It was came out as a square like piece. And I don't know, you probably got like 10 pieces in a little rectangle pack, foil wrapped. And it was called Freshen Up. You guys remember that? I don't know if they still make it. I remember the first time having it, and you would bite in it, and the liquid would squirt out. We thought that was just awesome. It was like, wow. I think it was like a green liquid, at least for the ones that first came out. I imagine it was mint, probably was the first flavor, and then they probably added some more. I can't remember, but I remember the rumor going around that it was formaldehyde in it. So then I think a lot of people quit fooling with it, which I don't know if that ever was true or not. Maybe somebody in the comments will remember Freshen Up and let us know if it's still around or if they did away with it. Maybe it became so unpopular because of the rumor. I have no idea. Who knows? Kids just come up with any old nonsense. It could have just been all fake and phony. And then I remember, I can remember the swing sets and the first time trying out Bubble Yum. I gotta get me some of that. The pink, that was actually too, man, I could do it's been a while, but I can do a properly good sized bubble. I have to show my bubble making skills again. I'm going to make a note and get me some Bubble Yum. See what happens when you get old? You have a birthday and then you start reliving your youth. So many things I just think back on, I've seen so many things come and go. I remember like when we first got our microwave oven, I had a class and you had to take it. It was called home ec. And it wasn't just for the chicks. I mean, they made everybody take it. But they taught you how to do dishes and cook a few things. But anyway, they had a microwave oven. And I thought this is like in the early 70s. I was just little, And they showed how you could crack an egg, put it in a styrofoam, like a styrofoam cup, whisk it up, put in a microwave like for a minute or something, and next thing you know, you'd have scrambled eggs. Man, I thought that was the cat's meow. Let me tell you. I went home and like telling the folks, we gotta get one of these microwaves. They're so cool. We got one of those Kenmores from Sears. They were expensive back in the day. I'm kind of getting into this I kind of like that diet. I think Ben, he's even kind of getting into it because he's like trying to lose weight. So I've been seeing he's hitting some of that Mountain Dew Zero. So it's not bad, but that got me thinking. I lived through, do you guys, anybody out there old enough to remember when Coke changed? Coke went from the real thing to New Coke or whatever it was called. And then they had to bring back, it was such a flop, right? They had to bring back classic Coke. Just wonder who's bright. I mean, how much more successful could you be than Coca-Cola? And some guy getting paid who knows how much, executive comes up with the idea, hey, let's change the flavor so it'd be more like Pepsi or whatever. Oh my gosh. So these are pretty good. I'm going to say they're not as strong as when I was a kid, which is probably pretty good. The ones we used to get, and they weren't perfectly round like this. The ones I remember were more like squared. They weren't round like this. I swear, like the sticks part was more square, but they were like after a while it'd burn like your lip, where it touched it. They were too strong, I think. But they came in a red pack. I can't remember the name though. Anybody remember Red Hots? They still make those candies. Those would get hot too, you know. Little red things. I think they still make those. I like now they're putting cinnamon in everything. Right? Fireball whiskeys and every brand's got their own cinnamony type of booze, you know. Yeah, when you kind of like bite into it, more of that flavor comes out. They're pretty good. It gets going on your tongue. Pretty strong. Just about right. But I haven't seen these in the store, in a regular store, in forever. So let me know if you guys ever, I bet there's no one out there that's ever done a pea shooter. We were simple kids, you know. I can just remember it come in a little paper bag, them green peas. Yeah, it was fun though. We were easily amused, I guess. So let me know if you guys remember Freshen Up, Bubble Yum. I know people, because Bubble Yum I know is still around. Cinnamon Toothpicks. Those were the days. Well, guys, as always, I appreciate your time. I appreciate the interaction. I am trying to get back to every single comment as soon as I can. Some days I'm better at it than other days. Depends what all's going on. But I really appreciate each and every view and each and every comment and each and every thumbs up, you know. And welcome to all the new subscribers. It makes my day doing these videos, and it makes my day that you guys tag along, and you guys are super awesome. You're the best. Thanks so much. Until next time, we'll see yous.